Ms. Cynthia Blankenship. She is the Vice Chairman and Chief Operating Officer of Bank of the West in Grapevine, Texas. Bank of the West was founded in 1985 and specializes in customer service and small business financing. She's testifying on behalf of the Independent Community Bankers of America. The ICBA represents more than 20,000 locations nationwide. Welcome.
Thank you, Chairman Velasquez and Ranking Member Graves. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today and present the views of the nation's community banks on both capital markets and small business lending. In addition to small business lending, Bank of the West has been a longtime partner with the Small Business Administration and is strongly committed to helping our communities using the SBA 7A program and the 504 loan program. Bank of the West has more than $10 million in SBA loans in its portfolio, and we service these loans. This represents 6% of our total loans. Notably, as of May, our total small business lending and SBA lending are running ahead of the amount last year in 2008. So we are doing our part and working hard to get capital out there to the deserving small businesses. My bank's SBA loans create hundreds of jobs by financing the local preschool, health center, hardware store, and auto dealer. Community banks represent the other side of the financial story. Community banks like Bank of the West experienced difficult economic times before, and like always, we stick with our communities and our small business customers. As chairman of the ICBA, I was recently honored to participate with President Obama and Treasury Secretary Geithner, as well as Chairman Velasquez and Ranking Member Graves, in advancing important policy initiatives to small business lending. ICBA strongly supports the recent initiatives to bolster small business loan programs included in the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009. SBA lending programs must serve as a counterbalance during these challenging credit markets for small businesses. Unfortunately, at a time when the economy is faltering, the sharp 2009 decline in the number of SBA loans is troubling. The recent uptick in SBA loans is a positive and welcome sign, but we still have a very long way to go before it reaches solid levels again. Community banks are well positioned and willing to help get our economy back on track. While community banks represent 12% of all bank assets, they make 20% of all business loans and more than half of all business loans under $100,000. Some 48% of small businesses get their financing from banks with $1 billion and less in assets. Therefore, we encourage policymakers to be mindful and supportive of the community banking sector's important role in supplying credit to small business. To that end, ICBA supports strong SBA programs, fair regulatory treatment, and tax policies that will foster robust community bank small business lending. Specifically, ICBA appreciates your work, Chairman Velasquez, and the work of the committee in enacting $730 million in ICBA-backed SBA-related funding in the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. This included reduced fees for borrowers and lenders and increased guarantee levels, a new deferred payment program, and a secondary market initiative. Given the prolonged length and depth of the recession, the credit crunch, ICBA encourages Congress to extend or make permanent the SBA fee reductions beyond 2009. We urge SBA to follow the statute and Congress's intent to give priority to small banks in implementing the 7A lender fee reduction. ICBA is encouraged to see the SBA finishing the implementation of the ARC loan program. This program will allow existing small business bank customers to better service their debt and ride out the economic slowdown. The SBA market must be restored. I know firsthand that my bank would be able to make more small business loans if I was able to sell my existing inventory into the secondary market. ICBA offers several additional policy recommendations aimed at returning more community banks to SBA lending. These include ensuring SBA makes good on their loan guarantees and provide more flexibility in small business size standards and market-based loan pricing. ICBA also believes the bank regulatory pendulum has swung too far and is crushing many community banks' ability to lend to small businesses. In conclusion, the need for affordable small business capital is greater than ever. Community bankers run small businesses themselves, live and work in the communities with their small business customers, and we will do everything we can to ensure that we meet the credit needs of our local community.